Events made easy. Welcome to the webinar.
This webinar is about how to jumpstart your online promoting. A guide to promoting your business online. Presenter, Claudine Leibl. I would like to thank everyone who took time out of their busy day today to be here. I promise to deliver you value. You can key in all your questions as we go, and I will answer the questions at the end of this webinar. A little bit about me. I attended the Internet Marketing University under Gina Gavio-Grace, studying how to use Internet to turn your passion into profits. When attending the IMU, I had a chance to take a course taught by the legendary consultant, David Preston. It was there I shared David's joy in helping business owners increase their profits and realize a stronger ROA in their market. Also a prior attendee of David's was Maria Cadellas, who I now follow closely. She simply rocks. Now a business owner and an independent partner of David Preston's. This is the same guide that has helped me promote my business online. Now I'd like to share it with you to help you promote your business online. This webinar will be covering benefits of marketing online, researching your target audience, creating content that is effective, generating advertising that is free, email marketing, building a community online, strategies for co-branding. Well, the things that you will learn include how to design your website that attracts customers you want, how to reach your customers through email marketing, why co-branding is important, how to choose online partners that are right for you, how to create customized content for your website so that your customers visit frequently, how to establish yourself as an expert in your specific industry, how to use your marketing budget without overspending, rising to the top of the search engines, building email lists, forgetting about SEO, website development, and a traffic source map. The benefits of marketing online. Marketing rules are the same no matter how big or small your business is. Number 1, your brand of product. Number 2, determine your target audiences. Number 3, get the sales. And number 4, establish repeat customers. Definition of online marketing is placing your business or product on the internet for millions of users to access so that you can turn your website into a strong tool to maximize your sales and business potential. What you need for online marketing to be successful. Communication. An important part of online marketing is how you respond to your customer's email. You don't want to lose potential customers after you've made the effort to have them visit your website and then contact you for more information. Email is a very effective and cost-efficient way for you to generate more sales. The key to the effectiveness is consistency. You need to be consistent in the response to your customers, and you will want to make sure that the tone in your email corresponds with the tone you've set in your website content. Human resources. If you're going to succeed online, you need to have enough people working with you. Efficient websites incorporate a personal touch with a fast response time to customers. Your goal is to turn your website visitors into your website customers. A standard time for a return email is 48 to 72 hours. Products. People want to buy online. Before you start marketing online, you need to be sure that you have a product or service that people want to buy. Customers need to find value in what you're selling. There are two motivating factors when it comes to selling online: cost and convenience. Ask yourself if customers will find it easier to buy online than finding in a local store. Is it cheaper for them to buy this from you online? Once you have established there is a need for your product or service, you will be ready to determine your business goals and whether or not you can meet this goal online. If your main goal is to sell a product online, you should decide how you want to make those sales. For example, do you want your customers to buy from you online, or do you want them to come to you to close the sale? You will need to decide what action it is needed for the sale to be finalized. Small businesses need marketing efforts that are targeted and precise. Reaching your target audience. A big factor to successful online marketing is knowing your target audience and how to reach them. To determine what types of customers you are trying to reach, you should be asking yourself the following questions. What age group are you trying to sell to? Are you selling to a specific ethnic group or gender? Will most of your customers be married or single? How fast will most internet connections be? Will you target customers who have children? What level of education will most of your customers have? Where will most of your customers live? Will your customers have any specific hobbies? The more you know your customers, the easier it will be to come up with a marketing plan. Targeting different types of customers. When you know what type of customer you are targeting, you can meet their needs so that you can grab their attention. When using certain features to pull your customers to your website, you have the ability to gain their attention, loyalty, and trust. For example, studies show that most female shoppers like to save money and time. Over 80% of purchases in the home are influenced in some way by a woman. Get the word out. Doing something innovative and creative online, as well as using the latest technologies, will always get attention. For example, adding animation, flash, or a photo can create a buzz about the product or service you are selling. Personalizing your website. Even if you are not selling a product or service that is for a certain target audience, you need to have a website that is personalized. For example, even though Amazon sells products that appeal to all target audience, they still have managed to create a personalized website that fits every customer. This is the goal of personalization technology. Using banner ads. One mistake that many online businesses make is using banner ads to reach the greatest amount of people. Your focus when it comes to banner ads is to reach the right type of people for the product or service that you're selling. One thing to keep in mind is that if you have a limited budget, you should avoid buying banner ads altogether. Keywords. Your website keywords are by far more important than your website design. Keywords drive traffic. Make sure the keyword terms on your website are the same keyword terms that your customers are using as a search term to find you. Create content that is effective. The home page of your website is one of the most important aspects of your online marketing strategy. It's the content of your home page that gives your business a brand. The more useful and professional the information on your home page is, the more credit you bring to your product and service. The Internet is one of the best places for consumers to find out about new products and service. This places the net above television, radio, magazines, and newspapers. When you use the Internet to promote your products or service, you have the opportunity to reach a multitude of potential customers anywhere at any time. Components of good content. One of the key ingredients to success on the Internet is creating website content that Internet users want to read. When you have content that is interesting, factual, and well written, you have some of the main tools that you will need to get desired traffic to your online website. Writing discussions. It's important that you find out what it is that the Internet users are looking for on the Internet so that you can focus your website content on these issues. Take some time to study the top hits in the search engines for the products or service that are similar to what you are selling. Even though these top-ranked websites are most likely using search engine optimization techniques, you still read what it is they're using to draw in the crowd. Dynamic homepage. One way you can have an ever-changing homepage is to design 5 to 10 unique pages and then rotate them each month. Take a couple of weeks to design different ideas for your homepage. Create random promotions that include a message that is timeless or have seasonal images with announcements such as holiday specials. The homepage of your website is much like the front cover of a magazine. People want to see a homepage that has a different photo and content at least every month. You don't want all the content of your website to be featured on the homepage, as this will overwhelm your visitors. Changing your homepage too often. Even though you want your website to be new and fresh, you don't want to change it too often. People who surf the Internet take comfort in their favorite websites and like them to look familiar. If you change your homepage too often, you may confuse the people who come to your website on a frequent basis. You also run the risk of losing your positioning in the search engines if you don't maintain some consistency on your homepage. Search engine positioning. The best way for you to achieve this is to keep most of your homepage the way it is and change only a portion of it. This allows visitors on your website to see new content, and you won't have to worry about your website disappearing from search engine rankings. Content if you don't write. If you don't write or know how to take photographs, there are still some things you can do to generate content for your website. Buy content. You can buy images and photographs that are high quality without spending a lot of money. It's not recommended you buy content for the simple reason that it's not cost effective. Many of the services on the Internet that supply written content are geared towards large online companies that have a big marketing budget. The goal of content on your website is to make your company and product appear credible. You can accomplish this by having a few well-placed articles on your webpage. Let customers create content. You can have your customers generate content for your website. One way to do this is by creating a section entitled Frequent Asked Questions. Here your customers can ask you questions about your product or service, and you can list your answers. You can rotate this type of information and feature a different question each week. Another way to create content is by holding a contest by asking customers to send in your story about how you enjoy your product or how it has helped you in some way. You can offer a special prize such as a coupon for a free product. You can take the best written stories and post them on your webpage. Not only is this a type of material great generation for your website, it is also acts as testimonials. Link to other content. Another way you can get updated content for your website without having to write it yourself is by posting headlines of related news items to your website. Then simply provide a link from the headline to the original article. Content for small businesses on the internet doesn't have to be original. It should, however, be useful to the people who are reading your website. The content you choose for your website will show your customers that you care enough about the information that you're providing them with a post link to the original article. This information can include anything from health issues to new items to information about families. Make sure that you accurately quote your source and never copy articles without first getting permission. The importance of communication. The one thing you need to remember as you make your decision about what you want to say on your website is the importance of communication in everything you write. These days, competition for communication on the web is difficult. The sheer volume of information being routed on the internet is a huge communications barrier. Every day, people on the web are bombarded with websites and businesses lobbying for their attention. People are busy and time is short, so it's all the more important to know how to get your market message across. Generating advertising that is free. One of the best ways to get leads on the internet is by getting a product mentioned or a free link on a website. Effective online marketing is all about putting your product or service in front of potential customers at the exact time they are looking for it. This technique is known as pinpoint marketing. Pinpoint marketing is much different than advertising on the radio or television, which is known as interruptive marketing techniques. Interruptive marketing costs a lot more than pinpoint marketing and is less effective for the simple reason that you are attempting to put your product out there in front of everybody instead of pinpointing those potential customers who want to find out more about you and your business. Pinpoint marketing. Pinpoint marketing is the process of sending the right message at the right time so that it produces actual results. For example, if you were at a ball game and eating a bag of popcorn, just when you took a handful of popcorn, the Coca-Cola logo appears on the big screen. The next thing you know, You are looking for the first vendor who can sell you a can of Coke. However, if an advertisement of a new car appears on the big screen while you're watching the game and eating popcorn, you're less likely to be interested since it's not something you're looking for at that moment. Interruptive marketing isn't really targeted because it's not something you are actively looking for. People who use the internet are usually looking for a solution to a problem. When you put the product in front of them at the right time, you've reached a potential customer. Get your content to other websites. Another way you can build credibility online is to swap content. If you can position an article that includes a link to your website on another website that is at the top of the field of your industry, you increase your chances of credibility. This then increases your sales potential. Swapping advertising. A great way to get your product information out to people by using links, banner ads, coupons, and swapping articles. If you're in a home renovation business, you can trade articles with another business such as painters and electricians. In fact, you can trade articles with anyone you choose in the industry that isn't in direct competition with you. Extra content on your website will give you more credibility, while having your articles on other websites will lead to your company a position of authority. Something for free. Everyone wants to get something that is free. When you offer something that is free, the word will spread very quickly, and free offers will bring traffic to your website. However, most small online businesses can't afford to give away much for free. What you can do is come up with a creative offer, a free product for the first 20 people who buy another product from your website. This can be as simple as movie tickets. Message boards and chat rooms. Message boards and chat rooms are great places for word of mouth and viral marketing to flourish. This is particularly true for those people who are 25 years of age and younger. In chat rooms, people share ideas and concepts, and this can lead to some great leads for your business. Domain names. One last thing to remember when you're trying to spread information about your business is the effectiveness of your memorable domain name. You want to pick a domain name that is easy to remember, easy to spell, and that relates to what you are selling. When people easily find your website, you will want to make sure that your homepage content is dynamic so it keeps them returning. Email marketing. As the internet has grown, email marketing has become one of the most efficient and cost-effective tools for online marketing. Email marketing drastically affects businesses, whether they are business to business or business to customer. Marketing through email increases your brand loyalty and increases your customer service through the eyes of your customer. When permission-based email marketing is done right, it can be more effective than any other type of online marketing strategy. The one thing to keep in mind is that no one single component of online marketing can stand on its own. For instance, an email newsletter needs to have a great website to back it up, as well as interest in your business to build your email list in the first place. Email newsletters. You don't always have to offer discounts or a free product as an incentive to customers. The content of your newsletter can also be good incentive. Good newsletter content includes customer submitted success stories, information from experts in your industry, a section for question and answers, news and stats about your industry, feedback from your customers, tips about your product or service. Your newsletter should not include information such as about you, your company's history, or your company's news. This type of information is only valuable for investors. The bottom line is that your customers don't really care about what happens in your business. They only want to know what you can do for them. One thing that works very well in email subject lines is asking a question. Form your heading into a question. Keep it short. Your newsletter should be concise, short, and get to the point. It should be no more than 1,000 words and deal with no more than 5 different products or service at one time. People don't like to read lengthy emails. Frequency and timing. You need to determine when and how often you are going to send out email newsletters. You don't want to send emails out too often, as this will overwhelm your customers. At the same time, you don't want to wait too long in between emails, or your customers will forget who you are. Building an online community. Over 93% of Internet users take part in some type of online community. But just why are online communities such a draw for so many people? Online communities are much like virtual cafe, bar, or other gathering, a place for people to get together with people with similar interests. Online communities are a great place to learn something new. Online communities are where people can be anonymous and share their problems and fears. Online communities allow people to talk with people of the same mind so they can confirm their beliefs. Online communities allow people who are facing a hardship to feel less lonely. Online community defined. An online community can be accessed anywhere at any time. Some of the components of online communities include chat rooms, message boards, newsletters, event calendars, and everything else that lets an internet user interact with others who are online. Why you should be concerned about online communities for your online marketing strategy. Customers who take part in an online community are a good target for your sales because they have a high loyalty to your product when they are participating in an online community. When you have a strong and solid online customer community, you know you have built a loyal following of your company and products or your service you sell. Your loyal customers will spread news of your company through word of mouth, and this will further increase your sales. Message boards. It will be to your benefit to provide your customers with a message board on your website. You can break your message board up into categories of your different products and service and encourage your customers to share their ideas and opinions with others. This is the first step towards building an online community. Customers will answer each other's questions, and this will save you money on cost of customer care. You just need to make sure that you monitor the message board on a regular basis so that your customers are getting accurate information. Contests. Contests are a great way to get customers excited about your company and your website. Ask customers to share a story about how your product or service has benefited them. When the contest is over, post these stories along with the names of the winners on your website. This marketing technique provides you with customers' testimony, and it's also a good way for you to see what your customers are interested in. Other online communities and ad space. If you don't think you have the time and manpower to maintain an online community, you might want to consider buying ad space on a community that is already established and which has high profile on the internet. The online community should have some connection with the types of products or service you are selling. Rising to the top of search engines. Search engine optimization, or SEO, is the technique of placing your website so its rankings increase in the search engine database. You want your website to have a high ranking and be relevant as possible to a user's search. Successful SEO websites use articles and keywords that are based on those words that the internet users type into the search engines when they are looking for a particular product or service. As you are building your website, you want to ensure effective keyword placement and all of the content in the HTML coding of each web page. Optimizing your website. One of the most important things for you to remember when you're optimizing your website for search engines is that these engines read text and ignore graphics. This means you need to focus on the text, which is the content part of your website. The right keywords. Internet users will type keyword phrases into the search engine when they want to find a certain product or service. Most users will type about 2 or 3 words and then do a search for relevant sites. Before you spend a lot of time optimizing your website, you should use a software program to help you determine which key phrases get the greatest volume of searches. This will allow you to focus your efforts on optimizing your website for the right keywords. Text on your homepage. Once you've decided which keywords are best for optimizing your website, you will want to put these keywords and key phrases into the content of your website. You will want to start by focusing on the first paragraph on your homepage, since this is the first thing that most search engines read to determine if your website is relevant to the user's search. In that first paragraph, you will want to use as many keywords and phrases as you can so your website comes up in several different varieties of user searches. Using HTML tags. You will need to make sure that you have the right tags in your HTML coding so that it corresponds with the text on your website. Your ranking in search engines will be more solid if you're consistent with your tags and text. Registration with search engines such as Bing, Yahoo, and Google is critical if you want to attract people to your website. Search Engine Spiders. Search Engine Spiders is a program that methodically travels the internet looking for web pages that have been recently visited and processing this information in a search engine so that the pages are indexed and downloaded faster by the user. When you overuse keyword or key phrases, you risk this being noticed by search engine spiders and having them bypass your website for inclusion into the search engines. You do not want to risk being left out of the search engines by being guilty of keyword abuse. Using a high keyword density may seem like a good idea when you first start developing website content for your website, but the hazards far outweigh the risk. Creating false web pages. One of the most serious mistakes you can make when you are developing website content for your web pages is to provide your customers with information that has absolutely nothing to do with what you are selling or advertising on your website. Customers who use the internet to buy a product or service, or simply to find out more information about what you are selling, don't want to arrive at a website page only to find you're not selling what you're offering. If your customers are searching for stationery and you include the word stationery over and over on your website content, it is pushing you up onto the high rankings of the search engines. They expect to be able to read accurate and dependable information on your website about the stationery. Goals for successful websites. A quick mention about what your goals should be when you create pages that are rich with information that customers want to find on the internet. One of your main tasks when you have an online business is building up your customer database. You want to have as many customers and potential customers on your list as you can. That way, your online marketing strategy reaches a wide range of consumers. There are many ways you can correspond with your customers once you've got their interest. Weekly newsletters, automated emails, targeting one-time customers, referrals and repeat customers, discount or free product offers to customers, email postcards, follow-up phone calls. Corresponding with customers is much simpler after you've profiled them and know what they want to hear and see. Building email list. When your customers know that your online business is reliable and honest, they are more likely to buy products or service from you rather than from your competition. But it's up to you to let your customers know that you're a better choice than your competitor. One way to get these important sales is by building up an email list so that you can communicate on a regular basis with your customers. Never miss an opportunity at communicating with your customer. Some emails that you might want to send out to your customers include newsletters with information about product or service you're selling, such as information about new products, e-zines that have detailed information about what your company sells, discount offers that you send out to only those people on your opt-in list. Importance of building lists. One of the most important rules of online marketing is the need to have a list of opt-in email addresses. The larger your email list, the more successful your online business will be. The bottom line is, If you want to have a successful online business, you need to have an opt-in email list. Forgetting about SEO. Far too many internet websites rely on content that is based on what is respectively known as search engine optimization. And just as many websites are coming to realize that SEO is not the greatest way to write content for their website customers and potential customers that are going to grab their attention and keep them coming back to the site. Successful branding is all about one thing: acknowledgement from your customers. When your customers can recognize your product or service and detach you from the competition, you have already taken the first step towards grabbing their notice. Branding has one goal: to gain the confidence of your customers so they stand by you. There are several different techniques of branding you will want to consider when you're developing website pages so they are readable and easily understood by your web visitors. Visual communication. Create a company logo which is displayed on your packing and visual communication you use with your customers. This includes brochures, business cards, catalogs, stationery heads, and other marketing media. Creative packaging. Develop packaging for your products that is specific and outstanding to customers. Beneficial ad campaigns. Take advantage of all media exposure by positively and importantly boosting your public profile. The approach for successful branding is to keep it simple so that probable customers aren't put off by the audacity of your logo. Develop a strong mission statement. Know exactly where your company is going and how you want to get there. Define company goals. Be clear on what your business goals are. Branding is for your customers. Branding is all about your customers and not about what you sell. Dependable marketing tactics. Customers want reliability and simplicity when they define your products or service. Branding is all about identification of your company and not just the products or service that you sell. The bottom line is branding offline and online is all about how your products or service looks, whether it's viewed on your website or on your shelf in your brick and mortar store. How your customer feels when they arrive at your website. How you deal with customers' orders. The reliability and trust that you earn with your customers using a mixture of branding and successful internet marketing. Developing your own brand for your business is a key step when it comes to success of your business. This means you will need to spend value time coming up with the right branding for your products and service. Market research. One of the most unbeatable ways that you can find out what your customers want to buy and find out more information about your customers is to do market studies. Here are some questions that you should be asking yourself when you're doing market research for your online business. Who are your probable customers? What other businesses sell the same products and service? Who is going to be your objective market and how are you going to reach them? How much will it cost you to market, manufacture, and deliver your products and service? Who is your competition? How much can you fairly charge for your product and service? What are customers buying? There are many ways to find out what customers are buying, both online businesses and from brick-and-mortar businesses. Once you have found out what customers are buying, you can concentrate your website content and articles on what your mainstream customers are looking for. Some of the ways you can find out what people are buying include: check out malls. Go to a shopping mall. Sit for a while. Make notes of shopping behaviors of those people who are around you. Establish what stores have the action. Watch to see which stores have the most consumer traffic. Take a look inside and see what is being sold, how it is being sold, how much it is being sold for, and how the product is being marketed. Take a look at advertising and marketing. Although you may not be selling the same items as those stores in your mall, you should still look at what makes these stores stand out among the rest. How are the products grouped together in the store? How is the product being advertised? What you learn from brick-and-mortar businesses can also be applied to your online business. Website development. The development of your website design is one of the most critical phases of your tactics to establish your position in the market. Without a strong and constructive design, you fail to reach your customers, which is necessary to meet your online goals. The development phase consists of several phases that include final review of website design, branding, development of specific business divisions, or such as e-commerce and website, testing, taking your website live. Website development. Develop a web presence that is based on your business branding and design. The combination of all three elements will reinforce your online business strength: branding, design, and website development. E-commerce development. A constructive and easy e-commerce experience is great for capturing the confidence and self-assurance of your customers. This includes all aspects of e-commerce: product, database, product display, security, and shopping cart. Marketing strategy. Marketing requires a strong and solid development phase in order for you to enjoy the rewards of marketing your business online. There are several strategies you need to build up in order to accomplish a successful design. Design strategy and design itself. Some design strategies can include logo and company identity. Devise a company logo that is introspective of the image that you want to portray to your customers. Website design. Develop a web design that is revealing, simple to navigate, and impressive to your visitors. Successful e-commerce. Create an engaging and easy e-commerce experience for your customers. Simple design. Create a design that is uncomplicated and crisp for your customers to easily recognize. Bold. Your design should be daring and clear-cut about the statement you want to make, yet simple enough to lure customers to involve themselves into your web pages. Interactive. The design of your company should be completely interactive, linking the visual communication with your customers and your web presence. Design is all about reaching your customers and interacting with them in a way that gets their consideration so they don't forget who you are. Your internet image. When you're developing a company It means that you are creating a character of your company that customers can recognize and want to do business with. Knowing just who your target market is and how to reach them. Developing a company image that is consistent and revolves around your target market. In conclusion, I have helped you with how to design your website to attract customers you want, how to reach your customers through email marketing, why co-branding is important, how to choose online partners that are right for you, how to create customized content for your website so that your customers visit frequently, how to establish yourself as an expert in a certain industry, how to use your marketing budget without overspending, rising to the top of the search engines, building email lists, forgetting about SEO, website development, and traffic source map, which is right here. Here are some key points that you will need to pay attention to and implement in your business so you can ensure further success of your online business. Good luck. Building your customer database. Make sure you use a variety of methods to build your customer database. The more leads you have, the more profits you will achieve. Research your target market. It's important that you have a clear idea of who your target market is. Take the time to research who your competitors are for the products and service that you are selling. Deliver what you promise. Don't make false promises to your customers that you can't follow through with. Promising certain products and service are special deals to lure in people. That means you have to follow through with the delivery so you can gain the trust and respect of your customers. Have a definite business plan and goals. Make sure that you have a solid business plan so that you know exactly what path you need to take to reach your goals and how long it will take you to get there. Advertise and reach your customers. You need to reach your customers so they can see what products and service you have to offer. Advertising can take place on or off the internet, using newspapers, email automation techniques, or by following leads that are provided by your already existing customers. That wraps up our webinar for today. I would like to once again thank everyone who took time out of their busy days to spend time with me in this webinar. For those who would like more information on this webinar, there is a download at http://how-to-jumpstart-your-online-promoting.com. And the download is available for $5.95. And let's see, at this time I will answer questions. Sarah Keith writes, "Thank you, Claudine. You opened my eyes on all the benefits of marketing my business online." Oh, Sarah, that's so nice. You're welcome. I'm glad I could help you today. And yes, if you are not marketing your business online, you are throwing money out your business window. We have Tammy Edwards is asking, is the traffic source map included in the download? Yes, it is.